There was a season in my life where I thought I had taken several steps backward in my career. At the time, it made no sense, but looking back now, it was everything. At the time, I'd worked in tech for a significant period of time, but I felt like something was missing, not in terms of the work itself, but in terms of the dimension that I was operating in. I wanted to work in a space where I made people feel and experience something. I wanted to give them an experience that mattered to them and that was memorable. And I got a nudge, it wasn't like a loud voice or anything, to go into events. At the time, it looked crazy. The job prestige was no longer there, the salary was less, and I had to learn a lot of new skills and I had to start from the bottom of the career rung when I could have just carried on the path that I was already on. But I've come to look at life, a life well built, as layers of a cake. And if you look at one layer in isolation, it doesn't look complete, it doesn't give you the full beauty until all the layers are in place. The tech layer taught me how to build things people love and how to think about every touch point of someone's experience and how to look underneath the surface to see the patterns that are actually driving a user's behavior. In product, we call it building a lovable product because they continually come back to it. And looking at events, it was the same thing but just in a different room, because with events you make sure that everyone feels like an audience of one still, that as they walk through the door someone is greeting them their name and not just sir or ma, and every experience as they go through the day it feels personalized to them. And then when I moved into data was very similar, because with every consumer you want them to feel like an individual too. We talk about building audiences of one, so that one person should feel like you're not just sending one generic email or reaching out to them on social media generically, but that one communication or touch point is tailored to them. And then came the work of helping women rebuild their lives, and now I can see the through line that it's always been designed, whether I'm designing experiences that people have in their lives or with a product or with data or making sure we're looking at the right point, it's all been the same work. So what if your life looks broken from one angle, is actually building something extraordinary from a different perspective? If this sounds like you, DM me the word design, and that's the conversation that I'm here to have.